What's up, FPL managers, guys? We are going to be looking at my Game Week 7 transfer plans and looking at how I had a stinky game week. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe. I want 1,000 subscribers, and let's get right into the video. So, looking at the game week results, guys, I was giving it the big one. I was giving it all this, I planned my team to look like Game Week 6 wildcard teams without actually using the wildcard. Very strategic planning, very wise from me, very smart play. But it turns out everybody who used the wildcard did absolute shit, so I did as well. Guys, I'm currently sitting at a minus 200k red arrow with Semenyo left to play. Now that gives me about a 50-50 chance of landing on a green arrow. I don't know how many points Semenyo needs. I haven't worked it out. I don't know how many he needs to get me a green arrow. But I'm sure it's not impossible. I'm thinking surely double digits they should send me over, shouldn't it, into a green. So in conclusion, I think I'm either going to get a small red or a small green this week, which, it's not great, but I didn't have Palmer and Haaland, my captain, blanked. So, what much else can I expect? I mean, it would have been nice if Arsenal kept their guaranteed clean sheet against Leicester, but they didn't, so that doesn't help. Flecken letting me down once again. Thank God Gvardiol actually scored a goal, because if he didn't, I would be well and truly in the mud this game week. So yeah, big thanks to you, mate. Also, Rodgers and Watkins, massive thank you to you guys as well. You deserve the world, okay? I really appreciate you both for turning up in my team. I expected nothing less from you both, you absolute heroes. As for everyone else, you're a bunch of knobheads and I'm not happy with you. Okay, let's look at the Game Week 7 team. So we're looking at this team, okay? Now guys, obviously last game week I said we've got 4 guaranteed clean sheets in defence plus the goalkeeper position. And clearly I jinxed us because there were no clean sheets there. But I think it's safe to say this week that I am going to get 4 guaranteed clean sheets. I don't mean to jinx us guys, with double Arsenal defence. It's definitely going to happen this game week. And, I don't even need to touch Wood because he's already in my team. But yeah, come on. Salah, Gabriel, that's at least 6 points from both of them. Flecken, I think his first clean sheet is coming. Wolves ain't too good. I think he's going to get the clean sheet. Come on, Flecken, actually do me a favour for once in your damn life. And Gvardiol, I know Man City don't actually keep clean sheets. They always end up they just do concede 1 goal every game. I don't know how they do it. But, I think Gvardiol's going to keep a clean sheet for me. I think he just scored a goal. He clearly cares about my FPL. So I think he's going to do me nicely with some points this week as well. Looking at the attackers, I'm quite fond of everyone, guys. I've got to be honest. There's no one I really hate except Eze. I think he's a letdown and I want to get rid of him. I mean, Chris Wood has a tough game, but the games after that get quite easy. So I'm not too mad about that one. Looking at Rodgers and Watkins face Man United, not tired at all. Coming from a Man United fan, by the way, I do worry for my team. Looking at Haaland, home to Fulham, easy captaincy option. Salah, away to Crystal Palace. We're going to talk about Salah in more detail in a bit. He's got a good fixture, but I don't think he's going to stay in my team. As you can tell by the title, Salah is going to be sold for Luis Diaz, most likely. It's not happened yet, but it probably will. You see, Haaland is going to be my captain from Game Week 7 to Game Week 11, whether I have Salah or I don't have Salah, which means Salah is not worth 12.8 million to me. Okay, guys? Players worth that amount of money are only ever worth it if you're going to have them as your captain. And if Salah's not going to be my captain from now until a game week or wildcard, he is as good as gone. And I'm going to sell him for a slightly worse option out of either Luis Diaz or Diogo Jota. 90% sure it's going to be Luis Diaz because he's got much better data and he's a very reliable starter. He doesn't miss his expected goals like Jota. He's not as much of a rotation risk, but he does come off early, I'll admit it, guys. Apart from that, I mean, he doesn't have penalties and Salah does. Yeah, guys, I don't think Salah is worth the extra, 4 to 5 mil than Luis Diaz. I don't think he is. I think Luis Diaz can hold his own. He won't keep up with Salah, but for the amount you'll save, it's definitely worth it. So I'm probably going Salah to Diaz. Now, the good thing about this move is it saves me loads of money. You see, guys, I couldn't sell Eze to Mbeumo. I couldn't sell Eze to Maddison. I just had a bunch of dead options, but now I've got the money in the bank. I can sell Eze for Mbeumo in Game Week 7 as well with my second free transfer. And this is just a foolproof plan, guys. Mbeumo long term is great. He has loads of good games coming up. I mean, he does play away to Man United, but we all know how that one could go. So I'm very happy with these 2 moves that I'm looking to make before the end of the deadline. I could have made these moves last night and saved 0.2 mil, but considering after these transfers are made, I'm going to have over 4 million in the bank. It doesn't worry me that much at all, to be honest, guys. I don't think until Game Week 12 I'm really going to be using my entire budget up the way it's going. So don't really matter too much. I just need to balance my team out a bit more. And, you know, we're not going to talk about Game Week 8, you know, that much, but I could probably sell Semenyo for almost any midfielder in the game, you know, under 10 mil in Game Week 8. So that's a pretty good plan. Another reason why selling Salah is a good idea for me. And to be honest, I think many of you out there with Haaland should probably lean towards selling Salah too if you have that luxury. I mean, if you have worse buys to put out, which I get, you can keep Salah. But ultimately, I believe Salah is worth a sell at this stage in the game if you have Haaland. Obviously, we've got a bit of a weakness here, guys. We're going to have to rely on Haaland for the next 5 game weeks. If he gets injured, that's bad. If he blanks, that's bad. Okay, guys? If one of the other premiums does really well and keeps up with him, that's bad. And to be honest, I don't think they will. Saka, he gets points very consistently, but he never normally gets above 10 points. Salah, he can get double-digit hauls, okay? I'm not afraid to admit it, he can, but I pick Haaland over him every time, so I'm not too fussed about that one. Palmer is the scary one, okay? Because Palmer can blank a few game weeks in a row and be like, oh yeah, he's worth selling. And out of nowhere, he'll just get like 4 goals, 3 goals. It's weird, he just does it. I don't like it because I've like never owned him. It's kind of stinky, really. But I do think this is the way to go for me, guys. I mean, if I sell Eze for a cheaper player, I could go from Semenyo to Palmer or Semenyo to Saka. But like I said, these guys are not worth it if they're not your captain because of how much they cost. So there's no point me going for these players. I just need to hope they fail big time. Please, guys, let me know what you think of this. Do you think it's worth selling Salah? Do you agree with me? Do you think it's worth selling Eze? I think everybody will agree with me on that one. He's pretty much gone off penalties. I mean, he didn't take the last one. He might take the next one, but who knows when that's going to be, you know. I thought Everton were the worst team in the league, but then they faced Crystal Palace and they ended up winning. So, yeah, I think Eze is pretty much, you know, he's not like he was last season. He clearly is missing Olise. I think their whole team is kind of in the mud, guys. Let's be honest. So, yeah, guys, let's just pull up my team again real quick. Looking at this team, you've got 0.2 million in the bank and 2 free transfers. What transfers do you make with this team? Because I think the way I'm going about it is the best way possible. If you disagree, I can't say I care, to be honest, but I'm asking you guys anyway. If you're watching this video and you did make it this far, thank you very much for watching. You are greatly appreciated, guys. You know, I always love you all. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.